Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. I finally hung up this green screen behind me, clicked the little chroma key button on my recording software, and bam! I got a brand new look on my webcam. This is pretty cool. Alright, let's get this back down to a more normal size. Alright, so today we're going to talk about how to enjoy this game when you're free to play. First off, patience. Be patient. You will get a lot of really nice cars if you're very patient, right? A lot of the events in this game are paid. You buy a car for $20 and then you have to buy a parts crate. So it can cost you a couple $100s to almost max one of these cars out. You don't need to do every event in this game, okay? Stop worrying so much about the paid stuff and start worrying about what you do have, what you can do. There's plenty of really fun stuff to do. All right, if you're brand new, it's going to be a slow start, but you're going to pull cars and pull more cars and pull more cars, and eventually you're going to get some great stuff, all for free. So if you're not spending it all or only spending a little bit, you can still really enjoy this game as long as you're not too worried about maxing out or upgrading every single car that you get, because that would cost a fortune in game cash. All right? Only upgrade the really nice stuff or what you need for an event. Everything else, let it collect dust until you need it, or you'll be out of game cash in no time soon. All right? The best ways to get cars if you're a free-to-play player is to save your keys for a few seasons. When you first start off, don't spend your keys if you don't have to. Save up a lot of bronze keys. Save up a lot of silver keys. Gold keys, I don't care what you do with. The game doesn't give out a whole lot of gold keys. It's very hard to get gold keys. All right? But your silver and your bronze keys, you should save those. And I'll explain that in a little bit. Once you have a bunch of keys saved, join a milestone crew. You need to be able to get the Prestige Cup car every season. That's where the silver keys come in. You're going to need silver keys to pull that. So don't spend them unless you're trying to pull the Prestige Cup. All right, once you're part of a milestone crew, you're gonna get that Prestige Cup car every season with your keys, and your crew is going to win a nice or a okay car every season. All right, you can get all kinds of great cars. All right, when you're trying to pull the Prestige Cup car with your keys, you're gonna keep getting more and more stuff. And when you finally get a really nice car, like I got this Copo Camaro as one of the season prizes for being a milestone crew, all right, my crew was able to earn this. Now, I had saved up all my bronze keys for a few months, and I dumped all of my bronze keys on the part crates for this Copo Camaro, maxed it out. Runs a 7.217, one of the faster cars in the game right now. Awesome car. Didn't cost me a dime to max this thing. All I had to do was save my stuff. All right, don't be worried about maxing everything out. I mean, if you look at my garages, okay, this car is maxed out. This Copo Camaro is maxed. This guy is not. This guy is not. This is not maxed out. This is not max. This one is maxed out. The Rocket Bunny. The F40 is not maxed out. These are my best cars. I drive these all the time for live racing and whatnot. None of them are maxed out except for the Copo Camaro and the Rocket Bunny. You don't need to max out a car to make it good for live racing or running a lot of events. Some events will require your car to be almost maxed. Again, all right, the Sylvie S15 is maxed out. The LB NSX is maxed out. And the rest of these here are not. That's Garage 2 of my favorite cars that I drive all the time. Garage 3, my Tier 2 and Tier 1 cars. Most of these I think are maxed out, but Tier 1 and Tier 2 cars aren't too hard to max out. Actually, the top 3 are not maxed out. The bottom 3 I believe are. Then I move on to like my Tier 5 cars that are not my favorite, but I have either maxed out or upgraded. Like I've maxed out this Porsche right here. This is an awesome car. How did I max that out? Well, I got that as a season prize. And again, I had saved a bunch of bronze keys. Bam, dumped them all on that. Same thing with the 488 Pista Spider. Dumped all my bronze keys on that. So I saved my keys, and that's allowing me to upgrade some cars. But the truth is, it doesn't really matter if these cars would have been fully upgraded or not. They would have still been just as good. I've been playing for about 2 years. I try and keep one of every car I have, all right? I mean, look at all these cars I got. This is crazy. I've got so many cars, it's not even funny, without spending hardly any money at all. I mean, I've bought a couple purchases for, one of these $2 deals pop up. Personally, right now, I cannot afford to dump money into video games with my current situation because of my health problems and stuff. In fact, I just got back from getting my MRI. They're trying to figure out if I've got a neurological disease or a back problem. They all think it's probably the neurological disease, but they want to do the MRI to double check. So, anyways, look at all these cars I got. I got lots of nice stuff. Now, as far as races go, there's plenty of events and stuff I can do that don't require paid cars. I can come out here, I can live race all day long without a paid car. Most every race on this board, I can do without a paid car. But we just have these best of British events going. There's 6 different best of British events. Every one of those does require a paid car in order to completely finish it. Well, I could care less if I finish the best of British events or not. I actually don't need to. I don't need to complete those events. All right? I'll be fine without those cars. I got plenty of great cars. I don't really need any more cars. If I never got another car in the entire game, I would probably be fine. I could still race all this stuff. I could go race people and still have a lot of fun with what I have now. Now, you guys probably have seen some of my showdown videos where I'm kind of, raising my voice. This sucks. Showdown's crap. Showdown's not fair. Well, the truth is, showdowns are actually really, really nice, even if you don't have one of the fastest cars, because the first, so many prizes you get, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. If you do 30 races, you're still going to get a nice amount of prizes for those 30 races. Hold on one second while I chug this coffee, man. I'm still trying to wake up. Ooh, excuse me. Good old morning coffee. All right. But I still feel that even if I do really crappy on the showdown, and even if I'm upset and I complain that it sucks and it's not fair, I'm still getting a nice amount of prizes from it. Now, there was one showdown I completely set out because I did not want to spend my game cash to upgrade. I didn't have a car that was upgraded, which was allowed in the showdown. I didn't want to spend 6 million game cash upgrading a car just to do a showdown. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to skip this one, because if I tried to upgrade every single car I had, I would be broke in no time. That 41 million game cash I have looks like a lot, but when you think of it this way, a tier 4 car is like 4 million to upgrade, a tier 5 car is like 6 million to upgrade, plus maybe another million worth of dropping fusion parts into those cars. That's expensive. You upgrade 4 or 5 or 6 cars, that 40 million game cash I have is gone. That's why I only upgrade what I need. Or if I get a really nice live racing car, I upgrade it. And I upgrade my Prestige Cup car every season. And that's really about it. Most stuff, I just let it set and collect dust until I need it for another event. The next 5 or 6 seasons coming up, I already know what might. I'm going to say might. I'm not going to share this info yet because it's always possible that this is going to change. It's a little too early to say, but I already know the next 6 or 7 seasons worth of Prestige Cup cars. And I actually think I have 4 or 5 of them already. So that's if that actually ends up being that and they don't change it on us, which does happen. That's why I'm not sharing that far into the future yet. There's a good chance some of those might actually change. But that's going to be 4 or 5 seasons. I don't have to spend any of my silver keys. Man, I'm going to have 10,000 silver keys saved if that happens. But there is a very good possibility that they change that and it doesn't end up being those cars. That's way too many seasons in the future to actually post and say, hey, this is what it's going to be. Because I would not be surprised if half of those cars get changed to something else. But maybe not. But anyways, let's go look at the keys, okay? I've got loads of keys. If I go into my rare import section here, I've got 5,126 silver keys. That's because I took 3 or 4 seasons where I didn't spend any of my silver keys at all. I live raced like crazy, plus collected anything else. There's all these little daily races that give you keys. I made sure to do every one of those. Ooh, that M3 looks nice and red. I get distracted by pretty car colors sometimes. But, alright, I did everything I could that gave me silver keys. Plus, I tried to win like 30 live races a day for a couple seasons. And next thing I know, I had about 12 or 1,500 keys saved up. And after that, I was lucky. I started pulling the Prestige Cup cars. And back then, those tricks worked. The tricks worked. To get the Prestige Cup car, they worked so good. I would almost always get one within the first 3 or 4 pulls. Lately, that hasn't been the case. I'm not even sure these tricks still work, but I still do the trick videos because even if they're not working, it cannot hurt to try. If you happen to have one that does work, awesome. If not, then you would have just pulled randomly anyway, so it can't hurt to try the tricks. But I used to get so many of these within the first couple pulls. Now it's usually like 5, 6, sometimes 10 or 15 pulls. So I still want to hoard as many keys as I possibly can. All right, right now I wait till I have at least, it usually takes between 20 and 40,000 bronze keys to max out a tier 5 car. That's a lot of keys. That takes me a good 4 or 5 months to save those up. And then I dump them all when I get a really awesome car. I dump them all on part crates, max it out. Then I got to save for another 4 or 5 months until I get enough keys saved up to do that again. It's a long process, but maybe like twice a year, 3 times a year, if a really nice car pops up in my inventory, I can max that out because I saved my bronze keys. Now, not every car you get is going to have part crates available, but a lot of them will. But anyways, this video is I'm already at 12 minutes. This is kind of surprisingly taking longer to explain than I thought. Hopefully you guys got the idea. I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. And yeah, just don't worry too much about the paid stuff. Just ignore it. If you can't spend the money or you don't want to spend the money, just ignore it. It's there. You don't have to do it. There's a lot of other stuff you can do without spending. You can still really enjoy this game as long as you're patient and you have the attitude that I'm just going to work with what I've got and make the best out of that. You can have a lot of fun still playing this game, all right? So I think that pretty much wraps this video up. All right, hope it helps, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.